Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price. 2-minute drill on this Tuesday. I got to meet with Jerry Mack, Willie Martinez, and then a trio of players. Your overall thoughts from listening to Coach Mack, who hopes Tyon Evans will be able to go this week against Alabama.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing is where's this team at on a Tuesday with injuries and everything else that's going on. I mean, we'll see. Lots of praise for Jabari Small for how well he played, but this Tennessee running back crew is at its best when Tyon Evans is a part of it. So we'll see. Where's Tyon Evans? Where is this team moving forward throughout the week with the health? I think the biggest takeaway from the running backs, they got to protect the quarterback better. Their pass protection has to improve.
Ain't true to the rumor that helicopter was looking for bottle throwers from Saturday night.
I'm not going down that road. Continue on.
When we met with Willie Martinez, he's really happy with Kamal Haddon, who got his first real action on Saturday, and then talked about the hidden stats for Warren Burrell, Alante Taylor, some of those things that maybe they don't have stats for. You don't really recognize them when they're going on, but have a big impact on the game.
Well, and look, I think overall that unit is playing really well. I mean, for the most part, Alante gave up a play. Those things happen in this day and age of college football, but for the most part, I think that group has played well. They're creating some depth with Haddon's emergence and obviously Brandon Turnage, and they've got some trust there with some guys if they're needed or called upon. I think one interesting thing is, do they get more comfortable playing a 6 defensive back package in third and long situations, and could that help them, defensively with some stuff? But I think overall, Willie Martinez's group has played well, and they continue to get well, and everybody likes how hard this team's playing. I think that's the biggest takeaway from everybody you speak with.
Well, that's the one thing that all three players talked about today was just the competitive spirit. I think the last 54 seconds or whatever was a microcosm of how far they have come, because they had to deal with all the outside distractions during the delay, and then they get a 3-and-out stop, return a punt, and then move the ball down there where they at least had a chance with 3 seconds to go to win the football game.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the maxims, 60-minute fight and all those things, and Tennessee was in it from the opening possession all the way to the end. Did they play perfect? No, they made a lot of mistakes that cost them dearly in the football game, but their effort was there for 60 minutes. And will that be there this week? I would think so. What does this team look like this week? We'll find out.
Gonna have to defend another mobile quarterback this week in Bryce Young. He probably looks to throw it a little bit more and doesn't want to run as much as Corral, but still very, 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 very athletic.
He is, but there's no way, in my opinion, that Alabama's going to watch the tape and decide that they need to run Bryce Young 25 or 30 times in the game.
He's smaller.
He's going to run some, but they're not going to run the design runs that Lane Kiffin ran and Ole Miss ran against Tennessee's defense. They do have to contain him. They do, not let him get out of the pocket and scramble around, but I don't think you'll see dozens of quarterback draws like you saw last week.
So, talking to Hendon Hooker, and talking to people after practice today, Brent, sure sound like he did a lot more in practice today than he has, many probably would have expected. Doubtful, maybe moving more towards questionable for this week. I still think it's very much up in the air, but based off of the people I talk to and the people you talk to, he is at least moving towards, not being definitely out.
Well, and I don't know where it's going to be Thursday or Friday. I think the biggest takeaway for me is he did a lot more on Tuesday than I anticipated that he would be able to do, or that they would have him do. Now, how does the knee react? How does he react to being on it and practicing? Does it swell up? Does it bother him? Are things moving forward? I don't know that. But my biggest takeaway is I didn't expect him to do hardly anything on Tuesday, if even practice. The fact of the matter is he did quite a bit on Tuesday, practiced a good bit with this team, which makes you wonder and makes you think that there's a chance that, maybe he's available, maybe it's emergency only, but he's definitely not just out for this game.
All right, he's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the 2-minute drill.